So, hi, my name's Joanna O'Connell. I'm a principal analyst serving interactive marketers for Forrester Research. I am joined by Tom McMahon from Videology. Thanks for joining me, Tom.
Thank you, Joanna.
So, as the name of the company indicates, you're all about video, right? Or you've traditionally been all about video. But from what I hear, the business is expanding. Can you talk about that?
At Videology, we launched our company based on the premise that there was a convergence happening between TV and the internet, and that a marketer was going to need new tools and new capabilities to be able to handle their marketing campaigns across these different platforms. So we've been focused on video, but we really saw quickly that because of the consumer-led revolution of how people are consuming media, we needed to move beyond video. We needed to move beyond the format and the device and be able to handle media transactions wherever they might occur. Consumers are really leading this revolution. People talk a lot about technology, and that's interesting and cool, and it's fun to talk about cool new devices and cool new ways that media can be and information can be delivered, but it's really the consumer that's driving things, and that's why the marketer cares. The consumer is consuming media in different ways in different places, and so we found that we need to build capabilities and scale to be able to deliver that, whether it's online, whether it's on mobile, whether it's in social. We need to be able to provide those to marketers at scale.
Tom, I feel like we're in the midst of the big data explosion. What the heck does that mean? But data does have a huge impact on how media is being bought and sold these days. Can you talk to me about what impact it has on your business?
Sure. So, data really underpins everything we do. At a core level, what data allows us to do is decouple the ability to reach an audience and the media, right? So historically, what folks have done is they've used media as the proxy to reach an audience. What data allows you to do is then to use the data and identify an audience regardless of the content that they may be consuming. And so data allows us to value impressions differently and be able to value an impression appropriately. How we use data is really in a multiple different ways. The two core areas are targeting and measurability, right? So in targeting, that's pretty self-explanatory. We can use data to then target audiences, whether it's based on demographics, behavioral, psychographic, and use that data to target audiences on behalf of advertisers. The other big area is measurement. And so marketers want to understand that their marketing is being effective. So two key ways are, one, if they're looking to have confirmation that they're reaching their target audience. If they're brand advertisers looking to buy on a GRP or a TRP basis, they want to have confidence that they're actually reaching those consumers, right? So we're really doing some interesting things today with, for example, Nielsen and their OCR product, and finding ways to validate that those audiences are actually being reached. Then there's data that's used to validate other ROI. So we're actually able to use offline purchase data, track that back to online impressions and attribution, and be able to show that the impact of an online impression has on offline sales. So data really sits at the middle of our business and drives most of what we do.
A big buzzword right now is addressability, whether we're talking about mobile, whether we're talking about television. How real is addressability? What can you really do in terms of reaching a consumer across channels, formats, devices?
Well, I think the key is we're getting there. So addressability, the ability to deliver one-to-one advertising, really is the holy grail of, that's what digital advertising brings, right? And so how do we get that same capability into different platforms? How do you get it into mobile? How do you get it into connected TVs? How do you get it into traditional TV? And there are a lot of great companies that are doing work within each of those platforms to do that. What we've really focused on is, because there are these different platforms and there is not a seamless way today to provide addressability in the same way, is let's first focus on data. How can we take data from the different platforms and be able to use it on the other platforms? So you can start to show the effectiveness. TV is an example. So working with Nielsen in their TV amplifier product, we can take data from TV marketing, bring and reach those same audiences online, right? The next thing we've been working on is beyond data is how do we work within each of the platforms to bring the same level of addressability the same ability to buy the way folks want to buy into each of those platforms. So for example, in mobile, we made an acquisition of a company called Collider Media early last year. And they have an interesting technology in the publisher DMP space in mobile, where they're able to bring, at the impression level, data that we're used to using online, and marketers are used to buying online, into the mobile space, where cookies are inherently unreliable and do so in a privacy-protected manner. So we're working really hard to get those capabilities within the platform, and then the super holy grail will be linking all of those together. But the real key there is, how do you do that in a privacy-protected manner? And that's going to take some time.
I would also think, in a scaled manner would be, something that's on the minds of advertisers too.
No question. It doesn't matter if there's no scale. And so, it raises a few interesting points of how do you bring scale. And in mobile, for example, we really feel that there's the ability for the publishers to really play a key role. Because of their relationship with the consumer, they are able to get access and use data in ways that can unlock and match impressions that you can then target folks at scale. So that's a lot of the work that we've been working on.